Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is me Muhammad Hasnain and I welcome you guys back to our Ikigai reading, where last time we were covering how to achieve flow, the requirements of flow, and the chapter of what we call the power of flow. This time we are going to be getting some strategies about how we can achieve flow easily and how we can be able to use these strategies to achieve flow. So today we are going to be covering strategy number 1. The strategy number 1 is choose a difficult task but not too difficult. So let us begin. Schaffer's model encourages us to take on tasks that we have a chance of completing but that are slightly outside our comfort zone. Every task, sport or job has a set of rules and we need a set of skills to follow them. If the rules of completing a task or achieving a purpose are too basic relative to our skill set, we are likely to get bored. Activities that are too easy lead to empathy. If, on the other hand, we assign ourselves to a task that is too difficult, we won't have the skills to complete it and will most certainly give up and feel frustrated to boot. The ideal is to find the middle path, something aligned with our abilities but just a bit of a stretch. So we can experience it. Your minute. The ideal is to find a middle path, something aligned with our abilities but just a bit of a stretch. So we can experience it as a challenge. This is what Ernest Hemingway meant when he said, "Sometimes I write better than I can." We want to see challenges through to an end because we enjoy the feeling of pushing ourselves. Bertrand Russell expressed a similar idea when he said, "To be able to concentrate for a considerable amount of time is essential to a difficult achievement." If you're a graphic designer, learn a new software program for your next project. If you're a programmer, use a new programming language. If you are a dancer, try to incorporate into your next routine a movement that has seemed impossible for years. Add a little something extra, something that takes you out of your comfort zone. Even doing something as simple as reading means following a certain set of rules, having certain abilities and knowledge. If we set out to read a book on quantum mechanics for specialists in physics without being specialists in physics ourselves, we'll probably give up on after a few minutes. On the other hand of the spectrum, we already know everything a book has to tell us, we'll get bored right away. However, if the book is appropriate to our knowledge and abilities and builds on what we already know, we'll immerse ourselves in our reading and time will flow. This pleasure and satisfaction are evidence that we are in tune with our Ikigai. Boredom, this is basically a chart that they've created of how things work. So in the middle, it's flow. On the left side, it is boredom, which is very small. Flow is a bit bigger in size, the radius of flow, and anxiety is the largest, which is the large amount of when a task is difficult for us to do. So let me simply tell you guys about what we learned. Basically, this book tells us what I've been trying to tell you guys since quite a long time. When you immerse yourself in an activity that's just optimal difficulty but also a challenge, something to get you out of your comfort zone, is perfect because that allows you to get into your flow, that allows you to enjoy doing what you're doing, and more than anything, at the end of the day, when you are laying down, when you're relaxing, you'll feel satisfied knowing that you have done something good and you have tried and you have succeeded. And that is exactly what this strategy of Ikigai tells us. It's basically about how the task's difficulty can allow us to feel different emotions through doing that task. May it be boredom if it's too easy, which is unlikely to happen because lots of times it's not that easy to feel bored. And then anxiety, which is a larger end of the spectrum because lots of times tasks are too difficult for us. So anxiety is the largest. So in the middle way, there is a small radius which we call flow, which we call the ultimate satisfaction, the optimal difficulty. When you reach that, you will feel pleasure, you will feel amazement, you will feel a great happiness doing that task because it's the optimal difficulty which allows you to immerse yourself into that task. Well, that was all for today. Thank you so much. This is I, Muhammad Hasnan, once again with all of you people today, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Keep listening, keep learning, and more than anything, keep growing.